Do you know what is autism look like? Some of you have very good knowledge about autism and autism disorders. When I'm going to work in Boston, I have seen a lot of posters in the MBTA versus trains about autism. It is a public campaign to aware about autism and the symptoms to find in the early stages. The public campaign put a human face on the posters like Michelle and Marshall. They were the living examples of autism. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and interpret guests, today I would like to talk about a little bit about autism. And I like to concentrate only three things about autism. What is autism? What are the symptoms and treatment? How can we help the autism? What is autism? Autism is a spectrum disorder, which is called ASD. The neurological disorders can cause the brain cell to develop difficulties in communication and social interactions will happen to become an autism disorder. According to Mayo Clinic, I noticed that 1 in 88 kids have autism. And that 1 in 55 are boys. The sad part of the autism spectrum disorder is after 20 to 30% of autism disorder patients will going to develop epilepsy in their adolescence age. The main symptoms of the autism is the impaired social interactions, especially in when they talk to their friends or when they were in the public place. It's very difficult to talk, think, and respond to make friends with their friends. And secondly, the other main symptom is they lose, the autism disorder people lose the eye contact when they talk or when they were in the public place. They concentrate on a particular object or having some quantum behavioral nature. For example, if you are going to a restaurant or a public place or a fast food place, if you see an autism disordered kid, you will see that they don't behave, sometimes they don't behave properly and they draw the attention of the people. That's the reason the public campaign to aware the public to know that there are autism, how to treat the people, how to deal with them, how to help them. The scientist doesn't find any real cause for the autism because they assume that it might be a genetics disorder or the environmental changes can happen autism. But some researchers found that some genes can cause the damages in the brain cell and also some irregularities to develop the brain cells can cause the autism. There are several treatments at the medical field research and found out several treatments are available, but there is no 100% cure for autism. Unfortunately, the autism is by treatment and by the age, most people getting well and behave properly and live very better good life when they treat it very well. One day I wanted to ask what we can do with autism. How can help the autism family, or how can we help the autism patients, the best answer is be there to help them for their needs. Because the autism disordered people need real social interaction, friendship, bringing friends, bringing much communication from the people. That is the best solution, the best help we can provide. If you are in a medical field, you can volunteer to help the families and talk about autism. That depends upon their nature, whether you need to talk or not to talk, and direct them to the right place for better treatment. I know that in Boston, Mass General Hospital for Children and Children's Hospital and Mayo Institute is the largest providers for autism treatment and autism for special education for kids. Fortunately, the Mayo Institute has several locations in Massachusetts, especially in Randolph, West Springfield, Woburn, and Brockton. I wish everybody can, if you have time or if you need to know more about autism, I researched all this stuff from just a variety of websites like mayoclinic.org, mayinstitute.org, NIH, National Institute of Health, and you can find all these from the website. I have the website right here. I don't want to present just for a few slides. That's why I thought that it's better to show everyone. And the autism schools are available to the Mayo Institute, which is in Brockton, Randolph, West Springfield, Woburn. Finally, I want to conclude my speech by wishing, maybe hope all the autism children get a good treatment in medical field and in the social life. Madam Toastmaster.